I was watching Friends the other day on television and Ross was shouting to Rachel,
"This ship has sailed."
"This ship has sailed," referring to himself. I felt intrigued and confused at the same time. I later searched for its meaning and it meant an opportunity has been lost. Such phrases do make the conversation interesting, right? So here I am adding new phrases to transform your daily English casual conversation. So let's get going. Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat. It's a Friday today and time to learn 10 smart phrases for casual conversation. Their meaning, their origin, some example sentences and some alternate words and phrases that you can use instead of these phrases. Phrase number 1 is apple pie order. It means something arranged neatly or perfectly. Example, her desk is always in apple pie order. It is informal and you can use it almost everywhere. The origin goes back to the journals of a British sailor named Thomas Pasley, who wrote in 1780 that the sailors were clean and in apple pie order. I don't know about the sailors, but my mom surely is. My mom is so possessive about the stuff in our home, she wants everything in an apple pie order. Or if you're appreciating someone for their packing skills, wow, I love the way you've packed your things in an apple pie order. Now, other words that you can use instead are fine fettle or shipshape. Moving to phrase number 2 is getting a second wind. It basically means to get re-energized for continuing an activity which perhaps you left earlier since you were getting tired or maybe it was too tough for you to do in one go. Example, Bala, if you feel you're getting burnt out, how about you take a break? You will focus better after getting a second wind. This idiom has been used since the late 1800s. Basically, in athletic community where long distance runners often get a second wind at some point in a race when they find it easier to breathe. Example, I can't believe this. They completely changed the perspective of the presentation after the second wind. Similar expressions could be bounce back or recuperate. So make a quick sentence with these phrases and leave them for me in the comment section below. And before we talk about phrase number 3, I want to give a shout out to Rajdeep Sirkar for leaving this amazing message under my last video, which got so many likes from you. And if you want a shout out in my next video, quickly leave me a comment below with the hashtag ChetChatters. Phrase number 3 is spill the beans. This expression is used when someone reveals the secret prematurely. Do you know anyone in your group who's been a bean spiller? Share it with them. Now, the expression dates back to ancient Greece, when people used beans to vote anonymously. White beans were used for positive votes and black or dark beans for negative votes. These votes were cast in secret, so if someone knocked over the jar, they spilt the beans and revealed the results of the votes prematurely. Well, the phrase survived till today and is used in multiple instances, like when you are informing the class about the winner of a competition, let's spill the beans for the winner of the essay competition. Or complaining about the broken surprise. Guys, there's no surprise anymore. Rachel already spilt the beans. Other similar phrases could be letting the cat out of the bag or squealing. At number 4, we have hanging fire. The literal meaning stands for delay in making a decision. If you read English newspapers, you could easily spot its usage in multiple contexts. Like, the interest rate hike is still hanging fire with the central bank, not confirming either way. This expression originally referred to the 17th century flintlock musket, where the priming powder ignited but often failed to explode the main charge, a result called hanging fire. In our daily conversation, we can easily use it in places like affirming a friend. Trust me, Rancho, you're wasting time hanging fire on the university application. Or when you're irritated by the delay in decision, what's the use of hanging fire, Kabir, when we have already discussed it? Or, I think our plans should hang fire for a week. Alternatively, you can use lollygagging, dragging one's feet, or dropping behind. Quickly drop me a comment below and tell me where you can use the phrase hanging fire. And moving on to phrase number 5, which is hit the sack or hit the hay. It simply means to go to bed. I often use this phrase. For example, hey Tanny, sorry, can we speak tomorrow? I'm so tired, I will straight hit the sack. Doesn't it sound perfect for that moment when you're exhausted and you just want to sleep? If we trace back its origin, it goes around 1880 Europe, where hit the hay meant to sleep in a barn, presumably where the farm's hay was stored. Later, it turned into sack, considering mattresses filled with cloth sacks. Example, I have made this habit of reading a book every night before hitting the sack. Other alternative fun words are lights out or slumber time or time to retire. Next, phrase number 6 is speak of the devil. It is said when a person appears just after being mentioned. Generally, it's a jokey way of referring to the person's sudden appearance. Sometimes it's also used for the unliked or the uninvited person. It depends on the way you say it. Oh my God, speak of the devil, look who's here. The phrase is really old and appears in various Latin and Old English texts from the 16th century. Many might know before the 20th century, the term wasn't meant lightheartedly at all. The full form goes like this: speak of the devil and he will appear. Oh my God. Why are these lights flickering? Let's use this only casually, please. Something like pulling the leg of your friend. Hey, speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Or maybe like this when you're gossiping about your teacher in your classroom. I don't like him much. Shh, speak of the devil, he's here. Alternatively, you can use show up or there he comes, there she comes. By the way, if you're looking for more smart phrases to use in your daily English casual conversation, then I will drop a link below to a video that you will enjoy watching. At number 7, we have calling a spade a spade. The literal meaning is to speak frankly and directly, or to speak the way it is. It is basically used when the description of something is given in an honest and forthright manner. It has its roots in ancient Greece, in a phrase found in Plutarch's apothegmatic laconic. To call a fig and a trough. You can use it in multiple instances, like giving an honest review as the review of a dress to a friend, calling a spade, I didn't like it much, or commanding your sibling, don't waste my time, just call a spade a spade. Other similar words are pull no punches, shoot from the hip. At number 8, we have hold your horses. Wait a minute, be patient. No, I'm not telling you to be patient, but I'm telling you the literal meaning of hold your horses. Though this funny expression has a bizarre origin somewhere in the 17th century Greece. When someone broke a law, you could trample them with horses. The person in charge would say, hold your horses, and then would tie the lawbreaker onto a piece of wood and lay him on the ground to be trampled by the horses. Today we use it casually in almost any related situation, like exclaiming about the progress of a friend. What? You're already done with 3 chapters? Hold your horses, sister. The exams are 6 months later. Or replying to friends who want premature celebration. Hold your horses. We haven't won the competition yet, so there's no need to party. Don't hold your horses using this expression, or else use similar fun phrases like cool your jets, or keep your shirts on, or sit tight. Don't forget to leave sentences for me in the comment section while we move on to phrase number 9, which is head in the clouds. The expression is used when someone is far removed from reality with their unrealistic ideas. Every group of friends has one such character. Even when we trace back the earliest expression around the mid-1600s, people used to comment over optimistic people like, come down from the clouds and consider the ground realities seriously. The exact origin perhaps lies somewhere in the clouds. On the grounds, we can play around with it like arguing with a friend, your head is in the clouds if you think you can double your money in 10 days. Or describing your mistake, my head was on the clouds that I thought I could pull off this exam without studying. You have other similar phrases like rattle-brained or half-baked. Finally, at number 10, we have thick as thieves. The literal meaning says close friends who share every secret, or someone you have a close bond with. This phrase originated in 1800s. At the time, thieves often worked together in gangs and they were extremely close, telling each other everything and completely relying on each other. The thieves' gangs have transformed into friends' gangs and siblings' gangs. So the expression is still in demand in multiple instances, like describing the new friends on your trip. In a mere 4-day trip, we three have become thick as thieves. Or somewhere in casual group games, none of them will spill the beans. Their group is as thick as thieves. Other interesting similar phrases are buddy-buddy or two peas in a pod. And I hope that added some sparkle to your daily English casual conversation. So give me a thumbs up and press that subscribe button. And meantime, happy learning.